Hey guys, welcome to my living room for the recap video of Outdoor Jazz for July 2020. We're learning the Tranky do. So last week's section had all the kicking and the complex stuff. This week's section is super simple. So if you happen to have missed class this week, it's really not a problem because there are portions of this routine that are just walking or that are the same move for 6/8 counts. So it's kind of like after you do all that crazy kicky stuff from last week, you're home free. Like there's really not much of anything that's hard after that. It's just remembering the moves. So where I left you guys last week, we ended our phrase. We had our eagle slide, 8 and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And since we're outside, we were going 7, 8. Because we were not doing a lock turn because of the concrete, but if you're at home on a nice floor, 8 and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That was the end of the phrase from last week. New stuff from this week. Actually, let me turn my back to you. That would be so much more beneficial. We're going to be doing 2 8 counts of mambo steps. So we're going to step out to the side with our right foot, right, left, across, and then left, right, across. Again, right, left, across, and left, right, across. Then we're going to do a push turn where our left leg is the axis and our right leg is pushing. 1, 3, 5, 7. We're going to slap our bum. 8, jump forward. 1. We're going to kick on 2, and we're going to go 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So that little jump forward into this is very similar to the first time in the routine where we did the more complex break. This one is a lot more simple. So we have 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So the 5, 6, 7, 8 is literally you're on your right foot and you're floating backwards with your left leg in the air. 5, 6, 7, 8. Something that I talked about to the students that were in class. It's obviously hard to do outside, but again, when you're on a good floor, when you're inside, you want to kind of think about like as if they, the hook, the joke cartoon hook, where they pull you off stage when you're not doing a good job, as someone hooked you and is pulling you off stage. Right? So you kind of want to be pulling back from kind of your abdomen area. 5, 6, 7, 8, putting the hands out also helps. So after we do that little break, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Left leg is already in the air. We're going to do 2 8 counts of trucking. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 2, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, and so most basic version of this would literally just be to go left scoot, right scoot, left scoot, right scoot, left scoot, right scoot. If you want, you can, I'm not particularly great at actual trucking. When you step down, you can also fan the foot. So like step, fan, step, fan, step, fan, step, fan. But at its most simple version, just think step, scoot, step, scoot, step, scoot. Yeah, and we'll do that for 2 whole 8 counts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And you can have either hand in the air. I tend to, it doesn't really matter. This is one of those places in the routine where if you're actually doing it with a group of people, it's sometimes nice to leave one of your arms like this because somebody might come up next to you and link their arm through, and then you're both just doing this forward at the audience. And it's usually in groups of 2s or 3s. So if you're ever doing this at a dance later, when things are cool again, then don't be surprised if someone links arms with you during this whole section. Cool. So we just trucked forward for 2 8 counts. Dink, 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 dink. We're just going to float back again on our left foot for 8 whole counts. So you're just hopping. It's more of a balance challenge than anything else, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So right foot is in the air, and then you're just going to kick, 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 kick down. Okay? And basically, all of this little section, the trucking, the floating, if you're on the other foot, it's really not a problem. problem. It just kind of depends on who you learned it from. I reviewed this section with a guy in Leeds, and so it might be different than when I learned it from Kyle here. So the first half is very much what Kyle taught me, because that's what I remembered. And the second half is from this dude in the UK. So who knows, right? But I will say that after you do your single, single, double, kick down, have your left leg be the first one that you walk on, because that'll set you up for success in the next thing. And you're literally just going to walk around in a big circle for 8 counts. 1, 3, 5, 7, 1, 3, 5, 7. So I'm just going clockwise in a big circle, walking on every other beat. At the end of that walking around, you're going to start doing a bunch of jazz squares. 1, 3, 5, 7, 1, 3, 5, 7. You're going to do that for 6 total 8 counts. I'm not lying. There's 6 8 counts of just jazz squares, right? And that's where I left you guys off at this week. So let me show everything that we did in class with counts from the back, right? And I'm going to start from the eagle slide, just so that you can kind of see how it all fits together. So 5, 6, 7, 8, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 1, 3, 5, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 1, 3, 5, 7, 1, 3, 5, 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 1, 3, 5, 7, 8, 1, 3, 5, 7, 1, 3, 5, 7. We have a jazz square bump, ba-dum, bump. Second jazz square bump, da-dum-dum. Third jazz square bump, da-dum-dum. Fourth jazz square bump, dee-dum-dum. Fifth jazz square bump, dee-dum-dum. Last jazz square bump, dee-dum-dum. And we're going to do something different, blessedly, after all of those jazz squares. So I'm also going to make a separate video where I do the whole thing from the top with music. I don't think I ever did one with music for you guys last week because I kept making mistakes. And I always meant to do another one and I never did it. So I'm going to do one from the very tippy top. And hope to see you guys all on Tuesday for our final class. There's almost nothing left to learn. There's like a little section of kind of slapping your butt and swinging it around and doing some knee slaps. So we can work on putting it all together and building confidence with the routine. So cool. Looking forward to see you guys next week.